All right. So for the career post-secondary presentation, if you go to the classwork tab and you go to days 8 through 10, I want to discuss the rubric briefly together, and you can also review it at your own pace. So here's what you're going to be graded on. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. So you're going to be graded on explanation of ideas, how factual is the information. So you can use the Indiana Career Explorer website. Everybody took that and got their careers. If you didn't take it yet, that's an awesome place to start. It is 3 tests. I know it seems like they take a while. And sometimes when we get our results, it doesn't feel like what we want to do. And that's okay. The tests or the quizzes on there, one is based on your interests. So it tells you, hey, these careers might be good. Seems like you're interested in this. One is interested on your values. So what's important to you. And one is based on your, what's the other one? Skill set. So based on things that you would be good at. Essentially, you can pick one of the careers from the results. Or if you didn't really like the results and you already know what fields you want to go into, you can pick something that's completely different. So let's say I got nothing with computers on my results, but I love computers. Like I want to code, I want to be a professional coder. Okay, cool. Pick that as your career. Nobody says that it has to come up on a test for you to choose it as your career. So you'll be graded out of 12 points on if it's accurate information, which you can find all of that information on the Indiana Career Explorer website, even if it wasn't in your results section. So you can search by occupation and type it in there, and you can find all the information you need. If you need help with that, please ask me and I'll help you. Everybody will have a Google Slides template they can use. So I'll be looking at how it's organized. Can I read the font? Like, can I read it with the background? Is there pictures on there? Is it captivating to me? Okay, I'm not that hard to please. As long as we can kind of see the words, it's got pictures, it's organized. You will be sharing these with the class. So the reason we practice this is because you present towards the end of class this final presentation. It's called the PBL. You do that for Miss Danielle and a life coach. So I want to practice having good eyes and body language, making sure we're not looking at our slides too much or our note cards too much, having a smile even with our masks on. We want to make sure our voice is clear. You don't have to yell with the mask on. I've learned that. I talk a little loud sometimes, but as long as we can hear you pretty clearly for the most part, that is helpful. Audio and visual aids, you don't need to show a video during this, but if you have like a clip art or a picture on each slide, that would just be grand. That would be great. If you want to put a video clip at the end of someone doing your career, and you think it's really cool and want to show us, I've had students do that, go for it. So that's how it's going to be graded. What's the other thing I want to show you? So I have linked on here 2 websites that you can use to help you. So there's the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. So if I type in any career onto that website, I can find a bunch of information about it. So you can type up there. Even better, in my opinion, is the Indiana Career Explorer website. So if you have not created an account with that, you can, if you're watching the video, you can watch day 6's YouTube video on how to create an account and how to take this quiz. Or if you're an in-class person, I'll show you real quick before you head out today, how to make an account. But yeah, you can log on to your account. These Chromebooks and your laptops at home should save your password. You have to click the INCE logon, I think. And I think the Chromebooks will save it. So you can use that website and find all the information about your career. There are 3 example PowerPoints that go through what a stellar 100% presentation would look like. And they all have several pictures. They all have accurate information. And I'll just kind of show you one of them and you can look through the others. There's one on electronic store business owner, cosmetologist, and one on teacher. So I picked a variety of degrees or certifications. If yours does not require education, maybe it's more on the job training, you would talk about that. I had a student going to work at a factory right after graduation. Amazing job, great work, right? She wants to take advantage of some of the freer services they offer through some factories, tuition reimbursement later on down the road, childcare, all that stuff. And she has factory experience. So for her, she focused instead of education on experience or training. Okay, so even instead of education, you can put requirements. That would be fine. So you can kind of see picture on each slide, bullet points, not too like over the top wordy. You don't want full sentences on a PowerPoint because you're going to be sharing it with the class. And then you can kind of just see how to the point it is. So it's a lot about the education and requirements, our average day, like what are the duties, what is the pay, what's the benefits like. The outlook is, why do I think it's a good, or not why do I think it's a good fit? Like what are some of the pros, what are some of the cons? What would be really hard about this job and maybe really challenging, and what would be a super positive thing? And that could be different for everybody. And the last slide, it talks about why is this a perfect career for me? So you want to have it like 3 to 5 bullet points about why you think it's a good fit. Maybe it came up on your Indiana Career Explorers. Maybe it didn't, but you have a family that has a history of people that work in technology and you've been around it your whole life, right? So you can talk about how it aligns with your skills, how it aligns with your values, and how it aligns with your, what's the last one? Interests, right? Skills, values, and interests are important. Even if you're not really skilled at something, but you're really interested in it, or you really value the work, guess what? You're going to get skilled at it after a while, right? But if vice versa, if you start with a job that you're really good at, but you have no passion in it, and you just have really strong skills in it, you might burn out. So that's something to keep in mind. So each of you guys has there's a white blank Google Slides that each of you has. I would highly advise not starting with this, but doing this after you do the outlook or outline. So it has a title page. This is very boring. I want you to, put pictures on it, give it a good background. It's got requirements, job description, outlook, and why it's perfect for me. So this is your own template to tweak, beautify it, make it really cool, okay? That's yours. It's underneath my work. It should have your name in front of it. What I would strongly advise working on, tomorrow, maybe a bit today, if you're watching this video from my other class, filling in this outline. So everybody has an outline. It's kind of like writing a paper, right? Some of you guys have worked on your barriers paper. When you fill in an outline first, it makes a paper so much easier. You think so? What about a PowerPoint or Google Slides? You think it would be the same way? Do like an outline first, get your feelers out for your ideas. Yeah. So this outline, if it's easier for anyone to have on paper, please let me know. But it goes over all the questions about your program or education you need for your career. This might seem a little aimed at college. So once again, if you're choosing a career that doesn't involve college, what kind of professional development are you going to do to make yourself strong in that job, right? What kind of courses can I take? What skills or personality are involved? Job description would be kind of like, what am I doing for this job? What are the hours? Who do you report to? What's your income range? Slide 4, what do you like about it? What's challenging? How is it affected by COVID, our current economic situation? What local businesses offer this company? How does it benefit the society? If you want to be a part of something meaningful, ask yourself that, right? How does this benefit society as a whole? And then the last slide should really just be about your reasons why, focusing on those skills, values, and interests. So everyone should have a copy of this outline. I know we only have a few minutes today for the in-person folks, but what I would do is starting tomorrow, come in, just work on this outline. If you haven't taken the career test from day 6, maybe starting there. Then purely take your information you gather tomorrow and on Wednesday, put it in a PowerPoint. You might be done by the end of the day Wednesday, but I'm giving you the whole week, even Thursday, to just really make sure it's accurate and beautiful information. So I'm gonna stop my share here. And if those of you watching this recording have questions, please let me know. I'm here to help.